Well, this is a pretty different video to what I'm used to, and I don't normally show my face. Going back to my school years of getting bullied for it in the first video that I did so, that much that everyone decided to play the video in my French class, and it was a pretty nasty experience, to be honest. But we're moving on past it. Today we're unboxing VirisBrand packages. I could have done it straight out of the box, but it was just a bit of hassle, and everything was just kind of in there. So I've taken it all out, got an idea of what we're looking at apart from the goggles. I've not looked at these yet, so let's get into the video. So just looking over the video there, I've realised that I forgot to mention the discount code. It's briefly mentioned at the end, but I forgot to actually give you the code. It's up on the screen just now. So whether you're purchasing goggles, kit or anything, remember to use the code, as it gives you a great discount on the products. So need to excuse my COVID hair, because obviously not had my haircut in ages. But let's get into the stuff. So we'll start with the lenses. So you've got these different kinds of lenses, because obviously when you're out riding, especially with the sun, it sits obviously differently and hits off trees differently, and at times it can actually make it worse to be wearing goggles than to actually not be. So having loads and loads of different lenses that obviously affect the light differently to how you see through them, it'll be super interesting to try and get an understanding of what works for me, because it'll be different for everyone of how their eyesight is, how they look through the tree. So this is one of the first things we'll look at. We've got a Veris baseball cap. Pretty simple design, which is actually pretty cool, because some companies tend to put a lot of like eye-catching stuff into it, whereas I much prefer the simple but bold design. So it's pretty cool, good looking. Next we've got the roll-off system. Again, I've not had any experience using one of these, so it'll be a learning experience of seeing what it's like compared to tear-offs. Again, there's quite a big debate at the moment going with the environmental side of goggles, tear-offs and roll-offs, but everything that I tear off or roll off goes in my pocket. Nothing is ever dumped onto the trails. So next, a Veris bobble hat. Pretty cool. Again, pretty similar design to the baseball cap, but very cool. So we've got some stickers. Again, VirisBrand branding. Very cool. I don't know what it is about stickers, but especially getting them with packages and whatever, it's all very exciting. So next we've got a VirisBrand hoodie. Again, you've got the VirisBrand lettering and logo there. Very cool, especially with the weather at the moment. It's pretty cold, even although the sun's out, blue skies. It's Scotland, it's freezing, so this will be very handy. And under it we've got the top. Again, pretty similar to the hoodie, same design, but again, really cool. Feels very high quality. So we've got a VirisBrand case for the goggles, which is very helpful, especially just to keep everything together, that you've got nothing loose and you know exactly where all your goggles are. So we'll get into the first set of goggles. Well, here's my first set. These are actually extremely cool. It doesn't show up on camera very well at all, the colour. It looks very baby blue, but you can kind of see it there. Sort of more a green teal colour. Very cool looking. They look amazing. You've also got the VirisBrand branding on both sides, but just off the feel of them, I've had goggles in the past that feel very flexy, but these are very, very cool. I'm kind of a bit too excited for words, but and you obviously got a wee Veris logo there, but very cool. So the next set we'll look at is these limited edition chrome goggles. Again, probably not very good for your friends because you'll end up blinding them, but very cool. I actually quite like the chrome, to be honest, because it'll kind of fit in with any kit you wear or any bike, especially if you've got a raw bike. This would look very cool for your goggles. And the last set we'll look at is these grey, white and sort of minty colour. Again, VirisBrand on the side. And the inside It's got rubber, super grippy, so it means your goggles won't move around on your helmet, which again is another problem that I've had with other goggle brands, is that when riding my goggles do move around quite a lot, so that'll be interesting to try. A huge thing about these goggles is anti-fog. A big thing that put me off wearing previous goggles was the fact that every time I went out, especially in Scotland, it's cold, it's wet, they steam up. So this will be very interesting to try, because I think goggles are very important, especially when you're going fast, your eyes do water up, and I have that problem a lot. So the anti-fog should take that out completely. So this will be a super interesting thing to try out in the trails. So that's the unboxing done. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like my goggles. I'll leave links below, codes below, and for goggles and accessories, there's hats, there's race kit, there's everything. I'll leave links to the website below. Check it out and remember to use my discount code.